Hi, I'm Doug Dedman. I'm the Chief Clarability Officer here at DBM. If you've ever wondered why your S&OP process isn't delivering the results you'd hoped for, whether that's better inventory control or improved customer service levels, or just more confidence in your plan, the conversation always revolves around measurements. As you already know, you get the results that you measure. But often with sales and operations planning, there isn't a straight line between measurement and results. So, how can you know if your S&OP process is working? And more practically, how do you know what to change? In this video, I'm going to walk you through how measurements are critical to implementing and improving S&OP, and most importantly, the three levels of measurement that you need to make it work, and how to use them to drive results. Let's start off with talking about why do measurements matter. When companies start an S&OP project, it's usually because a bottom line measurement is hurting. Maybe inventory's out of control, or maybe service levels are suffering. The temptation is to jump straight to fixing those results. But here's the truth. It's difficult to improve results until you have a process in place that helps you identify the root cause of the issues that are causing the problem. Then being able to set and align your objectives and drive accountability. That, in a nutshell, is what S&OP is designed to do. In order to get to results, you need to know that you have the right processes in place. And to do that, we have to start by first measuring its effectiveness and finally driving the results. Think of it as a building block approach. The first block is process. Are we doing the right things? Secondly, it's effectiveness. Are we doing the right things right? The third is results. Are we getting the outcomes that we want? If you skip the first two, you'll never get sustainable improvement. So let's look at these three levels of measurement. We'll start with the process measurements. This is your foundation. Do we have the right process in place? Part of this, and to get started on this, recommend using some sort of an S&OP assessment to check the basics, at least to help you identify where things may be out of sync. We've built one that's free that you can get to at dbmsys.com, and it's called the Clarity Compass. It will help you identify what areas of the S&OP process you should prioritize. The second process measurement that we would recommend is a meeting tracker and a scorecard to make sure that your monthly process is happening as it should. And I recommend that scorecard should really focus on three areas. The first one is participation. Are the right people identified for each meeting, and are they actually engaging in that meeting? Look for consistent misses from parts of the organization. How should you address this? Is the accountability and responsibility clearly identified and communicated? Or is there need to address engagement with more education? The second part of that process tracker is to track data availability. Are people being equipped with the right data for each meeting? Is it provided on time to support preparation for each meeting? Data is pretty critical to making meetings effective and efficient. What data areas are missing? Use the scorecard to identify hotspots for improvement. And finally, in your scorecard, track schedule adherence. Do the meetings happen when they're scheduled, or are they consistently moved or canceled? This can be a sign, if they're continually moving, that the process hasn't taken hold in the organization. The purpose of the meeting scorecard isn't to call out people that aren't doing their part, but to identify where leadership needs to hold the proper accountabilities and provide the right tools and support to enable the process. This brings us to level 2, the effectiveness measurements. Are we getting better at what we're doing? How do you do this? Well, start by establishing tolerance bands for your key metrics like bookings, shipments, and production. For example, plus or minus 20% on bookings, plus or minus 10% on shipments, and plus 5%, minus 0% on production. Track whether you're inside or outside these tolerance bands over time. If you're outside the tolerance band, dig into root causes. If you're inside, you can start tightening the bands. That's where the payback really comes. If you tighten the bands, you have to hold less inventory, you can have shorter lead times and more confidence. The effectiveness measurement does really two things. It shows if you're getting better at your planning and forecasting. In other words, are you more in control as you're able to set your plans with results that are almost continuously in tolerance? It will also help you identify what levels of buffers you need to put in place to manage the unpredictability of your plans. The greater the tolerance level, the greater the buffers. This brings us to level 3, the results measurements. This is really what drove you to S&OP in the first place. This would be things like service levels, where you measure to request date and to promise date, your inventory turns, your fulfillment rates. These are your business results. I have a couple of recommendations on how you want to think about these with your S&OP process. First of all, clearly define the measurement. Document how they are calculated. Take a baseline when starting to implement S&OP. It will take some time for these to change, but establish the baseline and methodology early. Assign accountability and responsibility for the measurement so that it happens and the results drive the appropriate actions within your organization. And finally, and this is the key, measure these by product family, not in aggregate. This will link your decisions and actions with the results, cause and effect. Decisions and strategies should be driving results. Set and manage these at the family level. So why does this work? Well, here's the big picture when it comes to measurements and making S&OP work. First of all, measurements can't be about penalizing people. They're about shining a light in an area so that you can improve that. Secondly, post your scorecards and your tolerance charts in your executive S&OP meetings. Make them visible. That's part of the accountability. Third, celebrate your success when you hit your targets. This will build confidence and engagement. Remember, you get what you measure. If you measure nothing, you'll improve nothing. If you measure the right things at the right level, you will transform your S&OP process. So, start with the process, move to effectiveness, and then measure the results. That's the path to making an S&OP process work. Better inventory, better service levels, and better clarity. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to take that Clarity Compass at dbmsys.com to find out where you should get started. Thanks for watching today's video. Subscribe to our channel for more on implementing S&OP. You can learn more about how DBM can take your process to the next level by visiting our website, www.dbmsys.com. Thank you and take care.